Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Clone Wars Season 5, Episode 4. We are continuing on. Last episode, we had, the taking down the power grid and everything in order to try and win over the citizens and all that, and show them that they are powerful enough to make a difference to get them on their side. Hopefully this will give them a bunch of recruits. They have their new leader and everything picked out and all that, and we kind of left it in a spot where I feel like we could leave and they could just keep doing what they're doing, you know? But will that be the case, or will we continue the storyline? I guess we'll find out. So let's jump into this episode here, guys, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. That was a very bad now. I apologize for that. I was like, no. No. Struggles often begin and end with truth. Okay, we're still here, it seems. Alright. Was that a bomb? I don't know why they'd blow up citizen stuff, though. Hmm. There's a whole lot of people walking around with cloaks. That's kind of weird, isn't it? Alright. Damn. Oh shit. Some of these old boys. Oh, yeah, take them out before they drop. That's awesome. Hell yeah. Oh, damn, we're rushing in. Damn. They gotten good. Wonder how long it's been. I mean, they just picked up on it quick. They were doing that as like a two-man job before, and he just soloed that shit. Oh. It's okay, kid. This is a good thing. Oh, they're gonna broadcast it, maybe? Is that what those little things were? Oh, shit! Cool. Damn, I love the shaking, almost like there's a weight to it. Dendub. Dendub. Okay, the new commander's here. Kalani or whatever, right? He looks cool. I feel like the metal lacing around him and stuff. Or the gold. Did I say metal? I meant to say gold. not even the case. Oh. Okay, never mind. I thought they were just seeing it now. Oh. Shit. Oh no. No, they're gonna do something to this old man who I don't think had any part of it. I could be wrong, but be kind of crazy if he was somehow though, and I was wrong. His voice sounds very familiar. Dindups. Okay, more lies. No, I think Rash really believes it. Hmm. Interesting. Oh, interesting. Is he salty? Is that a little jab because, like, I don't know. He seems like he has a little anger because she got picked, not him, to lead. I don't know. Hmm. Okay. No, they're both giving looks. Mm-hmm. Oh. Oh. I thought it was, like, Lux or something walking up. Okay. Were the hedges, like, trimmed into, like, the letter G? I was trying to think of why, if that's the case. Maybe G for garden. Yeah, see, it doesn't look like a G. But it's called, like, Isis, Onderon, King Rash, you know? Like, I don't really see the G, where the G would come in. Interesting, he's just... I mean, I guess there's droids guarding, but he's just Roman? So, hmm... He's been kept in isolation this whole time. Oh. Is this a disguise? No? Maybe not. Damn. Another... Another person just saying the Republic's corrupt. Not saying he's wrong, just... It's just funny. Uh-oh. Wait, so is that a good thing then? Oh, well, yep, of course. He's been in isolation up until this point. Why would they leave him, like, roaming around this area? I mean, unless this is his isolation room. And if that's the case, it's a very nice isolation room. Like, the edge of my nose right here is, like, very dry. I hate it. Sorry. Well, it wasn't the right time to save the king, but now we have to go save him. Oh, shit. Steela. Oh, shit. Damn. Alright. Jeez. Just torturing the shit out of him. Hmm. This guy's pretty smart. I wonder if he's like, is he just dutifully following the throne, or does he truly believe in the choice to be with the Separatists? I wonder if, like, if we were to win, would he help us? I don't know. This guy is who I'm talking about, by the way. Not Saw, but the guy with him. Hmm. Hmm. Oh. That look down. That felt like a, you know, it felt like a, he has a point. Look at those droids up front. Damn, is this how they execute? Did they, like, put his head in between a ray shield and then, like, activate the shield to kill him? Like, cut off his head? Trying to smear his name. Hmm. What do you think in general? Oh. So it doesn't activate until they hit it, so they're kind of like the executioners in a way. Damn. I always have to make it dramatic to the last second. Oh shit! Man, it's lucky that didn't pierce through and hit her brother. Bonk! Alright. He's just flailing about. Nice. That's not good. Well, maybe the general does something. Come on. Yeah, we're seeing him. What are you gonna do, buddy? Let's go. Oh, Ahsoka. Ahsoka might not have to do it if General does it first. And then last second again! Yep. Nice. Let's go. She stops. That's good. That's good that she didn't have to help, I think. Be settled by their own people will make it more impactful. Nice. Yeah, cheer! Damn, alright. Shit, they're just taking him hostage. Damn. Oh shit, Ahsoka! Damn, that was sick. Oh, he released him. Okay. Yo, she just force pushed them all over. Oh, yeah. Nice. The people have spoken. Hmm. Okay. No. Cool. Alright. It's a really badass moment for her to step in like that. And how adorable. Okay. Well, damn, okay. I think we're even still continuing the storyline then. Awesome. We're gonna. Yeah. That is it, guys, for episode 4 of season 5. I almost said we were gonna start here. Nope, that's not the right line. Um. But, But yeah, okay. Um. Sorry, I got a message. I was looking at it real fast. Yeah, I did want to see, actually, produced by Carrie Silver, written by, score by, here we go, starring. We have, do 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 do. Denda. Oh, no! I hate this. Every time I find it, the show just puts me in the next episode. I really dislike Disney Plus. Like, I hate how it jumps you to the next episode. Like Netflix or whatever will tell you, um, no, will like give you something in the corner where you can stop it. Barry Denon. I'm gonna look that up real fast, guys. Give me 1 second. Barry Denon, IMDb. It might just be like deep old man voice or something like that, you know, that I'm recognizing. But I do wonder if there's, okay, he was a voice in World of Warcraft Legion. I mean, I played World of Warcraft Legion, so maybe I could have heard it there. Just to say it before I look, the main thing that it reminds me of, it kind of gives me Roku vibes uh from Avatar: The Last Airbender, but I'm not sure because it also in some situations it didn't. Like, it almost had some of that like raspiness of Roku, but it didn't. It felt deeper than that in some ways. So I don't know. He was just additional voices in Diablo. He was in Fallout. Interesting. A lot of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Oh, he was just additional voices in Avatar: The Last Airbender. Okay, so I mean, I guess it's possible that I did hear him in there as just additional voices, you know? It's funny that, like, so he wasn't the character that I thought he was, but he might have been, like, I might have had the right show, but the wrong character, which I just think is interesting. Interesting. Okay. I mean, other than that, it's a lot of things. Some of them I've heard of, some of them I haven't. But nothing that's really standing out from what I can see. And now we're getting to really old stuff like 1983 and stuff, which I don't think I would have really seen. I don't think I've really seen many things from 1983. But okay. Anyway, really interesting. But I wonder, like, if there were any kind of like extra voices. Like, if I would have looked deeper into that, would I recognize any of the voices, like the additional characters he played or whatever? But regardless, that was a good episode where we had, they've been working so well together and everything. We had our first real like test or whatever of their, teamwork and stuff like that, where we had these differing opinions between Saw and Steela, where Steela thought we should wait until the execution, even though that was going to be harder to pull off, whereas Saw was like, well, we can just go get him now. I think maybe either way, if they would have just picked one and worked together, it's kind of like what Ahsoka said. Like, since they're divided, I think this spells trouble, right? If they were together on this, I think either one might have worked. Like, they might have saved him during that night where Saw went if everyone was there, but they also might have won if Saw was there during during the execution. So it's really hard to say like who was right. I'm kind of siding more with Steela because everyone kind of agreed that she's the leader, so she should be the one making the choices. He kind of went off on his own. There was like a little bit of sass from him too, where like I do wonder if he wanted to be the leader, and it seemed like he was accepting of it last episode, but then here I felt a little bit of like maybe disgruntledness. So yeah, if we're gonna see more of this, maybe we'll understand more of that dichotomy and how it works between them. Um, but yeah, it was really interesting when Saw went and talked to the King Dendup, sorry, that he was like, as soon as he mentioned the Jedi, he's like, this is the moment I was waiting for. Like, what does that mean? Because it feels like he had the choice between the Republic, or he called it the Confederacy, but I'm guessing he just means the Separatists by that, right? Um, so like, if he didn't want to pick, or he didn't know which one to pick because of the corruption in both of them, which I don't blame him. And so that's why he was replaced, and then with someone who would take in the Separatists and all that. But, like, I guess what I'm wondering is, if he's been waiting for the Jedi, then why didn't he pick the Republic, right? Because I know just because you're a part of the Republic doesn't mean that you're necessarily going to get aid from the Jedi. But I feel like it's better odds than siding with the Separatists. So I guess I wonder if we'll learn more about Dendup and what he meant by what he was, waiting for or whatnot. I'm just kind of curious on that regard because it seemed a little weird that, but I guess he didn't technically side with the Separatists. He abstained from answering, and maybe his goal in not answering was the hope that the Jedi would come out and talk to him, right? Maybe him not answering of joining the Republic or Separatists was his way of getting the Jedi's attention, and it didn't work. They just replaced him as king and with someone who would pick the separatists, and shit happens, and now he's in jail. And now he's getting his chance again. Maybe it's something along those lines. I'm not sure, but yeah, very interesting. I liked the first assault earlier in the episode where they were, once again, they were working together and they were super effective. And I like the projections they put up. I was worried they're going to be like bombs. It's like, don't start bombing random places. It makes more sense that they're projectors where they could, talk in front of everyone and all that. And I just love how King Rash is just like, yeah, they're clearly getting help from Dindup. It's almost like he can't fathom the idea that the people don't like him and that it's the previous king, like, using his own standing to manipulate them. I don't know if that's the case. I don't know if it's that level of ego or not, but yeah. So, uh, and it even got to the point where he's just saying it so much, and I was doubting it every time. I was like, oh no, he's not doing that. He's not doing that. He's been in isolation. He's not doing that. That I started being like, this is what they want me to think. This is how they want me to believe it is. But maybe Dindup really is controlling things from the shadows. And then it was like, it cut to Steela being like, more lies. And it's like, oh, well, shit. Okay. Yep. No, I was right the first time. So that was kind of funny. But now he is working for them. So, or helping them, leading them. So yeah. Very interesting. I'm curious, like, I guess because Ahsoka intervened, we had, sorry, I was just reading some of the names on the voice actor list, seeing if I recognize anything else, but not off the top of my head. Anyway, I got distracted. With Ahsoka intervening, I guess that means they know that I guess they didn't know before that the Jedi were there. I guess it was all just droids getting killed when the Jedi were, like, intervening, and I suppose none of them reported back, like, hey, there's Jedi here. I mean, we know they're, like, not the brightest, so I guess that makes sense. But yeah, so I guess things seem like they're gonna get more heated now that's known, which I guess that means if they know that the Jedi are here, they might send someone like Dooku or, someone with the Force to be able to deal with the situation. It would be really interesting if somehow, like, Darth Maul, right? Like, I don't know if they do this, but if they, like, merge those storylines where Darth Maul, like, somehow hears that the Jedi are involved here and come out here to try to get his revenge, maybe either hoping that Obi-Wan is here or using it as a way to bait Obi-Wan to come here. I don't know. Or maybe he's just, gonna be angry at all Jedi and want to kill them all or whatnot. I have no idea, but I just thought it'd be kind of interesting if, I'm kind of sad I thought about it now, because if I didn't think of that, I think it would have been really surprising, because I wouldn't have expected them to kind of, like, merge the two storylines into one. But now if it does happen, because I thought of it, I'm going to be like, yes, what I predicted came true, rather than, That's sometimes why I don't like talking too much, because then I get in my own head and I start, like, coming up with ideas for the future, and on the off chance that I end up being right, it can sometimes ruin things a little bit, but it's fine. Anyway, yeah, that's gonna be it from me, guys. I really enjoyed the episode, and I can't wait to see more. It's been I mean, we're what, 4 episodes into this? Or no, 3. We skipped 1, so we're 3 episodes into this arc. Is a little longer than I kind of expected it to go on for, but I like it. So it's really cool seeing more of Saw Gerrera, because my first introduction to him was when I watched through the Fallen Order game playthrough and saw that he was in there. So yeah, anyway, that's gonna be it. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more. Links in the description below should be popping up on the screen. There's also early access on there. You can get 2 episodes ahead of time. And I'll see you guys in my future reactions. Bye-bye.